said, hi outside the box. Good morning. Good morning. Where are you guys? Let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Aurora, Colorado. And as you can see, I have it over my head. I'm not going to look directly at it, but it's pretty bright here. We're going to get about 60 to 70% of the eclipse, so it's still going to be spectacular. And they're gathering all over the city. I'm just sitting in my front yard with, I know that it's going to be right on top of that tree behind me every day because I come out here and do spiritual photography. So isn't that beautiful? God, that's gorgeous already. Wow. If you're in the line of totality, right? So many people are. I think, what was they were saying? I think it's Minneapolis. They're having a huge viewing there, but all the big cities that are in the line of totality are having big functions here. We are here in Denver, Aurora. They let's see, the the museums all have some large viewings going on right now. Don't look at the sun, you guys. As I said, I have it over my head. I'm used to doing this, and it's been this spectacular every day this last month. We have a new moon today, so set your intentions for what you want. We have a syzygy. We have the lineup. We have 3 planets lining up. We also have a comet shooting by that's not going to go by for 71 years. This eclipse, another total eclipse like this won't occur for another 20 years. August 2024 is the next one. So if you get a chance, catch this one. There's ways that you can look at this if you don't have glasses. The only area where you can watch it without glasses is in the line of totality, and then only for a short period of time, only during the total eclipse itself. And then you put your glasses back on, then you can really damage your eyes looking at it. Hey, Shannon, did you get to go close, or are you somewhere where you're going to get a good view because you're close to Oklahoma City? I meant to get on and I did my meditations early, but I was up working and stayed up until like 4 o'clock. So I didn't even, I was late getting back up. My apologies for doing that, but I also get up meditating, and I hope that you guys did too. Yeah, I love you so much. And that was such a beautiful picture, Shannon. Oh my goodness, you are looking angelic. You just look so beautiful. Are you in Oklahoma City? So are you somewhere where, I know you are. I know you are. We're sun chasers. There are people who chase storms. Shannon and I chase, we don't have to chase the sun. We just go outside, and um, we've been, let's see, what's it been, like 5, 6 years? I can gauge by Soraya, because she was a baby, so I can gauge it. Happy Eclipse Day, Betsy. Happy Eclipse Day. Are you somewhere where you can see it? Because you're in pretty close to the line of totality, too. So you can see it. We only get 60%. But if you are not in the line of totality, you need to wear your glass. 98%. That's going to be beautiful for you. Shannon, you got 100%. We have no cloud coverage here. No clouds out right now. Can you see? Like, there's just little wisp going over, just enough to make a halo around it when it does go. Because I get a lot of halos, and that's a beautiful one I have today. Isn't that? Sometimes you can see it fractured over my head. Um, Wow. And it's nice and cool. You see, I got a sweater on. So I think it's like 60 something, 65. Cool breeze. Sun is nice and warm over the breeze. It's nice here. So So it's supposed to last about an hour, and you know I love doing my meditations in the sun. You know what I've been studying lately, and I want to learn more how to do it. So I'm signing up for my neighbors. They are so cute. I've watched them grow up, and those are teenagers, and they've been working on that truck for a while, so kind of noisy. Um, but I light language. I'm starting to do it and to get my own voice coming through light code, and it's a good feeling. I notice that when I meditate, I can feel. I don't know about you, but I can feel the seed sounds in the chakra when we're saying it. If I'm in the root chakra, I can feel it in the root chakra when I say, of course, right? I can feel the in my root chakra, and ooh, I can feel that in the sacral chakra, and uh, and then some of the consonants sound really easy coming off. So I sent you one, Shannon. I'll send it to you, Betsy. Um, but that was one I picked up just by accident, and I felt that. Wow, check that out. That was a. I get solar flares. That was so cool. There was just another one. I went running my mouth. I didn't see that. Did you see that? That was so cool. I absolutely want to learn the light language. I think it's just so beautiful sounding, and it feels so good when I start. So I found a course, and I want to go pick that up. And it just feels so good. And I would imagine it feels, because Violet Flame is so structured. It's so structured, and we are saying someone else's words. That's cool. I say it and I feel it. You can see it sometimes when I say things like, um, until transfigured, they describe me. I love that part. I am shining so brightly that everyone can see it, and until transfigured, that they begin to come up to me and let me know that they can see the light. That's so beautiful. I've written my own, but light language is it's light code. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Sometimes I will share pictures of light code. It's numbers and letters and just beautiful colors coming out. And I do love the way it looks. I can see some light code here. I've been sharing just coming down from the sun. I have no idea what time it will pass in Florida. I'm just going to say an hour, 2 hours, same time as here. Okay, it's going to pass the same time. So, whatever time it is in Florida now is happening now. What Other than that, I don't know. I just know that I originally went to the East Coast time and just took 2 hours from that. But then for today, 12:27, okay, that same time here. We were 11:28 is what they said here that it started. It started at wow, check that one out. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Gosh, that's beautiful. Uh, it here I went to CBS here in Denver to check out what what was going on here, and that was just because it was the most convenient. And they said 11:28 it started here, and yeah, and so East Coast is 1:48. Okay, 1:48, just a little bit different. Okay, thank you, thank you. I probably have already done that because I shoot a lot of photography. I do a lot of spiritual photography, and I do a lot of praying in the sun. And I know they tell me that um, they tell me not to not to shoot the sun directly because it could damage my lens. So I do overhead a lot of the time, and not directly at it which is what they suggest. I don't look directly at it at right now. I turned when I came out, and I started out just for a minute turning to go directly, but I have it over my head right now, and it does cool it down some to put it over your head. And But it is beautiful. It is a beautiful view, and if I think it's gonna, I might for a second, do a little bit of a break there, just in case I feel like it's yeah. If I feel like it's gonna get hot, I will. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. We have such a beautiful view here, and I know you got a. Thank you so much. Namaste, namaste, Violet Flame, love to you. We can just sit here and instead of me running my mouth, you know what? The Violet Flame basic logo, basic decree is I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. And so you can do it from 9 to 109 times. So you know what? I like it. I don't know if you ever listen because I usually take it out, but I did leave it in. You have to listen really carefully in a couple of the videos I just shared. But I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. So, you know what? Let's just, and you don't have to be doing anything special. I like to do it when I am meditating. So let's do 109 and just check it out. 109. Wow, people are coming and parking on the street around here. I guess they're coming to get a view because those people don't live here. Wow. uh, so and all the neighbors are coming out. My neighbor's out and she's got her glasses on. uh, uh, yeah, the people are coming in from, they don't live in this neighborhood. They're just coming to get a view. And we do have I'm kind of up on a hill, sort of. And, and, and wow, they're probably coming off the main street, but they're coming in and parking to get a view of the, so you know what? You can get them like if they have any 7-Eleven, Walmart, your gas stations, go to your grocery stores. The libraries have them. I know they said the libraries were giving them out. But I also read 7-Eleven. Any of your gas stations should have them. Uh, Not as much here as back east, in the line of totality. I don't even know if schools are out here today, but they're out in Oklahoma, Arkansas. Betsy, are they out in Maine, out of school today? Because a lot of places just let the kids go out because it's going to be 2044, August 2044, more than 20 years before we see another one. So many of us won't be around. I'm going to be here, right? I'm going to be here. I'm looking for longevity, but 20 years from now is a long time, and you won't get anything near this right now. This is a very powerful, very powerful eclipse, one that was predicted. This one, down to the T, was predicted in the Bible, all the way from the new moon today. The new moon will be dark. The full moon, and the red moon. I'm in Aurora, Colorado. Uh, the full moon 2 weeks ago, all the way from the earthquakes, all the way from the sun will be darkened. Just so much has been predicted already, and you can feel it. Those of us who are light workers and who are healers, we've been feeling it for a long time. We've been talking about it. We've been expecting it. No, it hasn't. It hasn't come. Actually, the main one will be. Uh, I'd have to go get my thing because I did screenshot it. right around 12:30 is is when the total eclipse is going to be for here. Um, so it would be 11:30 Eastern time. 11:30 Western time, and then 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So, and it's only going to be about 3 minutes for the total eclipse, and that's about the only time you shouldn't have to wear glasses, because it's going to be completely darkened out. Uh, Betsy just said 98%. Okay, half a day of school. That's cool. I had a thing I shared this morning because it came across my feed. It was already in South America. They already had the eclipse earlier this morning, and they were on the beach, and they had a full eclipse, and it came in about 4 o'clock this morning. So I guess it just depends on what part of the Earth you're on, because that's beneath the equator, and um, and so they got it this morning. But it is now, this one is where the moon comes between the earth and the sun. So there's going to be some cooling. Sometimes it's where the moon shadow comes across the sun. But this one itself, the moon is right. Am I right? It's actually the moon that is between the earth and the sun, as opposed to the moon shadow, or let me get this right, the moon shadow being between the earth and the sun. So understanding it and understanding God's world, isn't it fantastic? That's just so beautiful. And I wanted it right above that tree. I was hoping, see, because if I stand up, let's see, there you are. I wanted it right above the tree. I am sitting in my front yard. Let me get it again. Let me see. I can't see my screen very well. I'm not really looking at it. So wow, that is so beautiful though. So beautiful. And so often when you get this, I've been doing spiritual photography now for about 7, 8 years. And actually I was doing it before, but intentionally about seven, since I've been in this house close to 8 years. And one of the things that I noticed is that the sun responds to the prayers. The sun responds when I'm talking earnestly. I've not done it like this. I'm usually alone, and though I'm looking forward to being with Shannon and getting out there, because uh, that's just going to be so much fun. And I do visualize going with some of the groups. I belong to a couple of photography groups, and people come from all over the world to shoot the skies here, because I'm at just under 6,000 feet in this spot right here. And then, but the skies are so blue, you can see the blue behind me. The skies are almost like a dark, dark blue. Um, like Egypt has such a beautiful color sky until there is a color called Egyptian blue. I think they should have a color called Colorado blue, because we have some beautiful skies. We have the second most sunny days in the country. The state that has the sunniest days is Florida. They have more more days per year are sunny. We do here, and we get a lot. And in the last couple of years, we haven't had rain like I'd like to have it. Good morning. I cannot. Let's see, Wanda. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just sitting outside in the chair, right? Relaxing. I don't want to sit back. Relaxing, and I don't have pads in these chairs, so because my house is not summarized yet. So I'm sitting in a wrought iron chair. Hope my rear end doesn't start hurting on the hard surface. But I am sitting in a wrought iron chair and just sitting in my front yard with my back to the camera, and to the sun. Don't look at the sun. There is a way that you can make. I should have posted it. I did take it down to post, but I I hadn't had time to post it yet. But you get a shoebox and you cut 2 squares in one end of the box, 2 little squares about 2 inches. That's a shoebox on the narrower end of it. And then you tape aluminum foil over one, and then you poke a tiny pencil hole in it. And the illustration showed you poking a hole in the one on the right side. And then you take some white paper and put it on the inside of the box, and on the other end, like a projector, like that little hole that's going to project onto the white paper. Then you put the lid back on the box, and you put it on your shoulder with those 2 squares facing the sun, right? Now, I don't know how you're supposed to see it, because that just dawned on me. That was the instructions from the news, but this was the other way. That I always do it this way, but the news also, they were telling you, turn the camera, turn the camera around, put it over your head, and look at it directly over your head. I photograph it this way a lot, and it's just so beautiful. And I think I can probably get a screenshot here. Let me see. I did. I got a screenshot. I forgot I could do that. Okay. I just want to see it. There we are. That's so beautiful. And it's nice and full at the top of that tree. I love shooting with that tree. I knew that it was going to be there at 12:30 because I come out here at 12:30. I do an 11:11. I have another tree in the back that it's at the top of that tree at 11:11. It's here right around this time every day at the top of this tree. That's not my tree, that's my neighbor's tree. And then there is a tree just over right around 2 o'clock. It's at the top of that tree, and I can get one of those as above, so below photographs from it, because the shadow of the tree comes across the street. And then there's another one directly across from me, and they have a flag stand, a big flagpole in their front yard, and wow, this is so cool. I'm sorry, I was just waving to to some of the people who have come up here to look at to see the eclipse. And I guess I'm sitting out in my front yard, right? So everybody's not out yet, but it is a good feeling. When the earthquake hit in Los Angeles, 1994, and I lost my home, we lost our home in that earthquake. Right after the earthquake, yeah, a lot of trucks around here. So let me let them go. Okay, sorry about that. Let them go and let my neighbor know I saw her. When the earthquake, right after the earthquake, everybody ran outside. And I live on a circle there. And everybody ran outside at 4:18 in the morning. I remember when the earthquake hit, the exact minute. And and we were all outside, and the sky was so clear, and it was just so beautiful. And everybody was talking, and the whole neighborhood came together, and it was such even though it was a disaster, because we had it was scary. It was really scary. People's pipes broke. We all had to bond together I remember my husband went into the neighbors' homes. My next door neighbor was on vacation, and her pipes burst. And you could hear it, and the water was running all through the house. So my husband had to get into her house to get the water off. And then the lady across the street lived alone, and she was scared. She was in her closet just crying. Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so gorgeous. And it's gonna flare in just a minute. It's not out in New Orleans? Is there a cloud cover? Do you a cloud cover there? Oh wow. Wow. Well, you get to watch it here. I thought it was going to be overcast because last couple of days it's been cloudy and not. And actually, I could see this at 12:30 through my skylight. A beam of light comes through the skylight right about this time every day. Aurora, Colorado, and it's sunny in Georgia. So, what kind of view do you have in Georgia? Just don't go look at it. Um, do like I'm doing and put it over your head, and make sure you're wearing some good glasses. Um, these are not these are not the Eclipse glasses. You're in Georgia too, June. Okay. Um, so, do you guys have a? So it's sunny there today. Do not look at it, please, Mr. Keeney. We want you to be able to see the next one. Anyway, the next one. That's what they were saying on their on the news. That's how they warned here. They said, don't look at the eclipse, or you won't be able to see the next one in 20 years. And I do remember once I I did too. I have pictures of the 2017 one just like this over my head, and then right before it went wah, like that, and there was a big blast, and it sort of looks like an eye on the one. It was absolutely beautiful. I was outside just like this, only I was in the backyard for 2017. So I got plenty of those shots then. Were you? Cool. Cool. I don't know if we were in the path of totality um, then. I know we're not here. We're 60 to 70% here in Denver, but we always have a cool view anyway because of the sunshine. So go ahead and share and have them. I charged my phone, so it should stay. I am over my head, baby. It's directly over my head. And I do spiritual photography and I work with the sun quite a bit. So I must do hundreds of solar shots a day. I have hundreds of thousands of shots of the sun. I don't just take one, right? And if you're a photographer, you know that, right? You know you don't just take one shot. You take, you click, right? You just do a lot of shots and one of them's going to come out. Two of them, three of them. All mine almost come out, so I end up keeping a bunch. Trying to get this just right. Okay, so it's centered. I just want you to see it. Yeah. So all of mine come out really good. And I'll just put it right there. You can see it on top of that tree right there. I don't have a filter there. You see, there was another, you can see a solar flare go through. There was just another solar flare just a minute ago. I get them, and I also get, I don't know if that's spirits that come through. I'm learning how to read it. Someone was saying, and I think it's a personal thing because we project what is within us. So I think it's a personal thing, our hopes and our intentions, and we project it through the camera. And most photographers know that the photographer projects himself, itself, herself onto into the camera. So somewhere in the photographer's film, you can see a reflection of the photographer, and especially in clouds. Alfred Hitchcock used to like to take advantage of that, and in all of Alfred Hitchcock's pictures, you can see a cameo of him like going across the screen to illustrate that. I see when I get faces in the clouds. Sometimes it's my friends, sometimes it's Shannon or Talia, or sometimes I can see those people who photograph and I know we're communicating. But sometimes it looks like me. And I look at it and I go, that looks like me. Ha. And so sometimes I think it's a reflection of your God self. Through the lens, we see the world as a reflection of what we hold inside. Anyway, over and over we say, my feelings are my feelings. Mazatlan, Mexico. Ooh, it's totality right now. Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow, we don't have it here yet. We have, it's 12:10. And so in about 20 minutes, we're going to start with totality. It was 12:30 here in Denver. So that was whatever I was reading, and I'm trying to think who it was. It might have been NASA. I was at NASA, and they were using Eastern Time, and it was 1:30. So, no, they were using Central. They said Central, and that was 1:30. So I just subtracted one, but we're only going to get 60%, which is a big covering. It's going to be some cooling. It's not going to be no more than 10 degrees. But considering how cold it is just out in space, period, the sun makes a huge difference. That is our closest source of heat, other than the earth itself. Our closest source of light is the sun, that star right there. And it is truly an optical illusion, because even though it looks that big in the sky right there, right over my big old head right here, it is it is infinitely larger than the earth, infinitely larger. We can only see the sun's crust, right? We cannot see anything further than that. We don't. And so much of what we are looking at right now is the past, by the way, but so much of what we are looking at we cannot understand. Unfathomable. We don't even understand gravity right now. We Okay. Alrighty. I can't wait to look at them. It'll probably come across there. I can't wait to see it. I just took another one over my head. Wow. That is gorgeous. And this is on, this is on live, so I'm not really I'm using my device camera, but I am not using the TikTok, anything from TikTok other than the basic. I should put a lens on. Huh. I don't know how to put a lens on while I'm still on. Yeah, they are. And I'm that's something I want to study and learn. I call them frontiers, right? And adventures. And that's just another frontier that on a practical end. The other one is swimming. Swimming and skiing burn the most calories and are the best exercises for you and the most fun. And swimming, I can swim, but only I could swim to save my life. I took swimming, had to pass it in school, and I did good. I got my usual A, but I only learned it to get the A. I didn't learn it to enjoy the water or to play. And so swimming is another frontier, learning something new that I want to conquer on my bucket list. And light code, I want to learn. I want to learn light code, that just to allow yourself to, that is when you are truly an instrument of God, a vehicle of God. Why swimming? Because it is, for one, the water breaks the impact going through your body when you are moving in the water. I've taught aqua aerobics. I've taught classes in the water. And I have 74 for one. The classes I had when I was teaching were full of senior citizens, so it's something that we use. It breaks the impact and the stress as it goes up the joints. And so you could run in the water, you could do your exercises in the water and get lots of resistance without even holding any weights. But then if you use like those web gloves and fins and those kind of things in the water, you're able to move in the water. And having taught aqua aerobics at different clubs, I could always tell on the members when aqua aerobics was in session because it wasn't there all year long. We only did it late spring and through the summer. And so the minute aqua aerobics started, my clients and all of the members, the tone of their skin, it just toned their skin up. Their thighs got so smooth, and it was just so good for their skin and the tone of their skin and their muscles. It is the most aerobic. Both swimming and skiing are considered the most aerobic activities. So swimming, because I just want to go get in the water. Swimming, I have retired to yoga, like I said I was going to do, and I'm not going skiing. Okay, I might go to the mountains with my friends, but I don't do cold really well. And I'll go on a ski trip, but I won't be. Oh, yeah, we're coming up on 60%, you guys. I was just looking at it getting brighter, and it's 12:16 here, and it's supposed to start in 14 minutes. But swimming, because yes, it is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has been like that for me the last, I share my photography, the since the last, even before the full moon, but since the last full moon, it's been so bright and so beautiful, and so many messages coming across. I got the hand of God, the fist of God, and I'm still looking at the photograph because it was a fist of clouds. It's starting in just a minute. It started about 11:30, right? 11:28 here. So that's I don't know what part of the U.S. you're in, but I'm Mountain Daylight Time. So it started at 11:28 here. It's going to go till just before 1 o'clock here. So I think it was 12:50, 12:48, something like that. And that's here in Denver. Different parts, it's going over, but you can see it start right there. It's starting. I see it starting to go over. Let me get that for you. I can't see. I'm not looking at it. Okay. We just have 60 to 70% coverage here. No, you shouldn't look directly at it. I have it over my head. I'm not looking directly at it. It's behind me, and I have my back to the sun. Don't put your camera directly at it. It's going to be way more harsh. I do both. I'll shoot directly, and then I turn my back and shoot when I am praying in the sun, and then I turn back around and do it again. And it always changes each time that it is coming. There's quite an alignment, but you can see it right now starting because that's more like an eye. The one in 2017 from here looked a lot like this. Looked a lot like this. It was absolutely magnificent. So we got about not even 10 minutes and it starts. Total eclipse only lasts about 3 minutes, but yeah, it is. It is, Brian. And that's what it was for me in 2017. It was eye-shaped. And I think that's what it's going to be today. I had no idea what to expect. I knew that we would get some kind of view here, and it is coming up. We have 9 minutes, and we can sort of count down. You know what? Okay, I just like to check this stuff out. So I know my mouth has been running, but you guys, I don't know if you're up for it. You guys want to do just basic violet? I feel it. I feel it. The temperature just dropped. Oh, wow. It's getting cold. Oh, my goodness. There is a cold, cold breeze. I might have to put it behind my head. We'll see. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. That's incredible. Wow. Oh, my goodness. What an awesome God. Yes. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's just absolutely gorgeous. I am so grateful. I can see the shadow, the color of the light. I'm not going to turn around and look at it, but the color of the light behind me has turned, that is coming over my shoulder. Yes, yes, yes. I love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking over my shoulder, um, it's coming in front of me. The light's sort of blue right now. So it's, you know how like if you turn the lights down in your house, the all around me looks like blue, and the temperature just dropped a lot. It wasn't cold when I came out. I'm in a giant sweater with my back to the sun, but it just dropped a whole bunch. How about you, Betsy? Shannon, did the temperature drop where you are? Oh my goodness. I mean, we have like 30-degree drops. One time we had 30 degrees in 1 hour here, and a blizzard came in. Sun was out, storm came in. Whoa. I should call my daughter, bring me a blanket. It got cold. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how cold it's gotten. Wow. Wow. I wanted to do Violet Flame. Yes, that's amazing. Just beautiful. I know you guys are getting the totality's coming for you guys in just a minute. Whoa. And every nation will see him. You know, they say when Jesus was crucified, there was an eclipse. No temperature drop. It just, you know how it can do here. It just got cold. A big old breeze came in. Big breeze. That's like half a block away. That's my friend, and she lives directly in front of me, but it's like I live facing a cul-de-sac with about 5 houses in it, and it's directly across from me. If I look out my front door, I look into 5 homes, but that's like a block away. But she still waved. Oh, wow. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. My hand shaking, it's cold, I'm sorry. I see it right there. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I have stands, and I guess I should have bought a 5 more minutes, guys, and it starts. But it's already starting to look like see it coming across there? Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wowee. I am so grateful. I'm grateful for 60 to 70%. I'm grateful for anything, for the sun every day. We take it for granted. people take this beautiful ball of fire. And you know, as I have studied energy medicine, okay, it does not really matter when you say the word as far as sound healing is concerned, how you spell it, only when you're communicating. So if you say sun, sun is the same whether it's sun or son. Sun. Okay, it means the same. So now go back here and the Son of God. Okay, think about it. The Son of God. I am shining like the sun. I am shining like the son. Sun is sun. The Bible compares Christ to the sun over and over and over. There's many times a lion, a lamb, the logos, the sound, and also the sun, soul, always there. That's what soul means. SOL and SOUL. You think that's a coincidence that those two sound the same? SOL and SOUL, SUN and SON. God is real all around us all the time. I am so grateful. I am just shaking. I don't know why, but I am not shivering. I don't know why. Okay. I do. Let's breathe. Energy is, I can't talk. Okay, so let's just breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, push out on the belly button, do it right. Wow. Out through the mouth and let it all out. Bring that energy in. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. I have to, guys, this is exciting me. There is an energy exchange going on right now. Inhale. My heart is going. Inhale. Exhale. I can see it, the color changing over, there it is, over my, in front of me. I'm not looking at it, but I can see it's kind of a bluish color in front of me. Here we go. Wow. A connection, let me know if I'm back on there, if you can see it, because I noticed the screen froze. So there it is, supposed to be starting now. 12:28 is what they said. But I see it. And wow. Okay. Breathe deeply and just relax. Look at the lines across. Anybody see that? All the lines, the horizontal lines going across. Wow, looks like a star. Like on the flag. Absolutely beautiful. All those stripes going horizontally across it. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Can I see that? Let's see. Can I get it? Nope. Sometimes I can get it through my hand. Okay. anybody see those stripes across the sky? The wow. I am going to go back and look at this. I hope you guys can see. I cannot see anything. So I hope you can see it. There it goes. Now we are definitely going into the eclipse now, into the totality from 12:30, and it's kind of as I said, we have 60% here, so now you're starting to see it, and we're just going to have a sliver going across. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's going to look like a crescent for us here. It's not going to be the total thing, but the crescent is just as beautiful. It just got so tiny. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. Let me know where you are, and if you... You're in New Orleans, so you guys have cloud cover, a lot of cloud cover, right? Because I don't know because you're in the part of the country where I don't know if you guys were in the line of totality, but you got a lot of cloud cover today. And I know I was keeping up because I have a lot of family in Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. And they were expected to have cloud cover, and then it was going to clear up for the eclipse and then come back later on today. So we're coming up on 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a great time. This is 1, 2, 3, 3 right now. 12:33 here in Aurora. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a great time. Hey, Christine, are you outside? Are you close to where you can see it? We got 60% here. So we're not going to get... You can. Oh, wow. I want to see your pictures. I want to see yours. This, we just have, as I said, 60 to 70%. And it was a lot bigger just a few minutes ago. And 90%, okay. Is that 90? Okay. Betsy was saying she had 98% up in Maine. Shannon, did you guys get 100% there? What's yours in Oklahoma City? I'm just sitting in the front yard. And it's getting dark though. It's like sort of an eerie, and the clouds. I look over this way. I'm just going to go that way. Look at that. There's these wispy clouds going all over. And normally I would be looking more at the clouds and then at the sun. Yeah, it's getting dark. It's getting darker. Even though ours isn't covering up. I mean, not as far as I can see, it's not covering. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good time. Message coming in. At your mother tree. That I am in socks out here sitting socks and a sweater because it's a little chilly, and actually it cooled down. As soon as it started, it cooled down quite a bit. Excuse me. Cold way down. That looks so beautiful though. So, but you should get, have you had the totality yet? Full eclipse? As much as you're going to get yet, Christine? Has it gone close enough to that? How about you, Betsy? Have you gotten full eclipse? Anybody gotten a full eclipse yet? Where? Oh, 77. Oh, it's 70. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's not that here. Okay. So not yet in Wisconsin either. Wow. So what did you say, Christine? I'm trying to see that. I can't see my screen. Let me see, because I'll move the chair over. That's what I can do. Give me just a minute. 1 second. There. I'm just going to move my chair over because it has moved just a bit. And that way I can sit. There it is, right? There. Okay. Got you there. And I think my screen is all. You ever notice you can really see how dirty your screen is when you do this? So I just want my screen cleaner. My dirty, grubby hands have been on it. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. That's gorgeous. It's going in and out. It is almost over, though. We have uh, another few minutes. Not yet, huh? You haven't seen it either, huh? Oh, let's see what that is. 25 more minutes to full eclipse. So that's going to be after 1. That wasn't what they reported here. Here by, let's see, it said 12:30 to 1:30. I mean to 1 o'clock was, and then Central Standard Time was 1:30 to 2 o'clock. But I have, because what we're supposed to see, they did show us some illustrations of what we're supposed to be able to see. And okay, that's alrighty. Well, we have another, another few minutes. I'm going to hang out and see what I see. I do see, look at the fracture around it. Look at the fracture of light around the sun. It's almost full. Wow. Look here what we have here in Denver. Look at the fracturing of the sunlight. I get that a lot. And the fracturing shows, oh, wow, shows all the colors of the rainbow. White is every color. People always think white is no color. White is every color altogether. And so as when you, ooh, there's a cute little grasshopper right by my foot. I'm not going to move. It is black that is the absence of color. Cool breeze? Yeah, it's a cold breeze here. I'm not shivering anymore though, so it is a cold breeze. But I'm looking, I love the fracturing over my head. I don't have to take a screenshot because I am recording this, so I don't know how long I've been on, but I'm recording it, and I can always go back and clip out what I'm showing you there. That's so cool. 12:40. Wow, look. Did you just see that? That was so beautiful. Wow. Get your pictures done. I want to see them too. It's cool and dark here, getting darker right now. It's almost like twilight, like just before. It's beautiful. I am not looking. There we go. Again. Ha. I'm going to face. There we are. There we are. Look at that. Now I can see it. I just had to. It's moved. That's what's happened. Is the sun was over that tree, and I've been on almost an hour, and that's the amount of time, amount of space that it's traveled. Looky, looky, looky. Wow. So grateful. How happy Eclipse Day, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you. It is a beautiful day. It's nice and cool. The sun is bright. The clouds in the sky are feathers. And that is always a sign of angels coming near. When you see the feathery clouds, I know they can explain it. Uh, the meteorologists can explain it another way, and science can explain it when they look at the clouds. But those of us who do angelic healing know that when the angels are near, it looks like the angels are near. Angels are light beings with no form, conscious light beings. It's the conscious part that you can communicate subvocally without opening your mouth. That is the best way to pray. I'm a little cold right now, so excuse my hand. I probably could set it on my leg there. Okay. There we go. Wow. It's chilly. Yes, I know. My hand's shaking. I'm holding it. And my hand is shaking because it's chilly. It's cold outside right now. And it's still kind of that, it's blue. That's how the sun calls me. I'll be inside and I'll see the color of the sun change. It'll be coming through the window or the skylight, and sometimes it'll be pink, or it'll have see right now there's a bluish hue coming over me, not like dark, but weird. 1243, another great teaching time, another great learning time. Universe has much light code. Light code's coming down. We don't always have to verbalize it. The light code is in that, you see the rays coming down? The colors coming down over right there, the rays coming down from the sun. Light code is in there. And light code is all around us all the time. It's information. That's all it is. And when people start... Okay. I just had to verify again. Sorry about that. And when it popped up, look at that. Now it's beautiful like it was. Yeah, look at that. So you almost full totally. Oh, wow. Shannon's in Oklahoma City, they got almost full totality there. Wow. Wow. I can't wait to see that. How you doing? I am so good. I am always out here. Sometimes they work at home, and it's the cutest couple, and so they take a walk every day, and so I'm out here shooting, and sometimes they come up on me and I scream because they catch me off guard. I'm either praying or meditating, and wow, just beautiful. Look at the colors. I can't see much, but I can see the colors around the sun. As I said, we don't have totality here, but the sun is always so beautiful for me. I knew that whatever God wanted for us, I would have it's I would have something beautiful, whatever it was. And there it is. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you see my little hand spasm, my muscles spasm when I get cold sometimes. And it is there's a cool breeze. We got about 15 more minutes out here. And my chair is usually on the front porch, so all the neighbors here sit out in the evening. In the summertime, we like to sit out and carry margaritas. I'm not drinking margaritas this year, but in years past, we have carried pitchers of margarita over to each other's house and sat out on the porch and drank them and watched the sky together. And all those houses, every last one of us sits on a porch, and like in the South. And when they go walking, you heard me say hi uh, to the couple that just walked by. I think I've been seeing them. They've been here. Oh, I've been here 8 years, so they've been here about that amount of time. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at the colors. Just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. I am there. It's getting brighter. So that must have been the cool breeze is easing up because it got kind of a stingy, like it was stinging cold for a minute. Let's see. Can I see that? There we go. Ooh, so pretty. I am so great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gorgeous is. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart me. Look at that. And I think that, no, the sky's still blue. I'm still feeling so maybe, it's not an exact science that we're doing. They can't predict. It's God's world. So, but they can't predict. They do the best they can as far as predictions, but for instance, all the way up until this eclipse, they were changing. There it goes. We must be doing something because there is the blue, so it may be more like what you said, Christine. She went out to get some pictures, but she said more like 1 o'clock, and I am feeling and seeing more of the blue, and it's going back to that eye, that little eye thingy. So maybe just a matter of seeing it, right? It's just gorgeous. Look at it. It's like pulsing sort of. It'll get bigger and then look, see? Did you see that? Wow. It's the aura around it that is fantastic for me right now. Those colors all around it. And I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Wow. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. Hi, I am Anna. Good morning. Wow, check that out. There was another pulse, just a flare. You can see it when it just gets brighter, and then it goes back and gets small again. Wow, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm going to have so much fun with this. Just going back and looking at how beautiful it is. Wow, and it's pulsing. It's not over. They said it was going to be over, but something is just starting. Something is there. I'll go back and look through it. I cannot see it when I'm looking at it with my eyes. Photo means light, right? And so this is a way of graphing or charting the light and seeing it. And the camera can pick up faster than our eyes can, and then faster than we can realize is coming through, and we can go back and look. Plus, I do, as I said, I do spirit photography, and a lot of people believe, and I have seen this because I go back and look at old pictures, and that they can manipulate the photographs that are already there. So things that you didn't see in the older photograph can come through 50 years later, 40 years later. And I did some Curlian photographs of my son and my husband and me maybe 40 something years ago. And when I reviewed them, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, when I started into the spiritual photography, I could see spirits all around, all three of us, and I, each of us had, it was our own aura, and there were spirits, and there were not only the spirits all around us, but our ancestors were in there too. And that was so cool to be able to see them in retrospect in pictures that were that old. So when you go back in some of the pictures that you look at, you will see, and now with these new eyes that you have, right? Go back and look at those pictures, and you'll start to see things that the camera picked up. Wow, look at that again. It's getting big again. It was like that in the beginning. Hi, Aja. Is that how you say it? Hi. It was like that in the beginning. And then, but the cool, it's really, really cool right now. And that's beautiful. There is a Asia. That's pretty. Asia. I like that. That's pretty. Do you ever, you know, now, just when I looked at your name, I thought, okay, I said, that's Asia, right? And then for a minute, it didn't look like it was spelled right. You ever write like the word "the" down, just something as simple as "z," and you're right, that doesn't look right. That looks funny. Or you'll write "and," something so simple, and then you'll be looking at it going, is that right? Every now and then, it looks, because we do speak uh, we have another language. We have another name. I don't know if you have your spirit name, but my spirit gave me a name right after I experienced enlightenment. I looked the name up in the dictionary. I couldn't find it, still can't find it anywhere. Yep. I love you too, Shannon. I love you. So, Shannon, did you get your spirit name yet? My spirit name is one that I looked for that word and I've been looking for it over and over and over, and it yelled it at me. Makisma. Makisma. And that was my name. That was the name that the spirit gave me. And I've been looking for it. Ask, go within, ask the spirit to reveal your name, your spirit name to you. It's not going to sound like it's a personal thing. Go within, you will know it when you hear it. And the knowing and the being able to recognize is that awe and that reverence that you have inside. I am, yep, that is what's left, because the eclipse was supposed to have been between 12 and 12:30 and 1. It started at 11. I have not seen the 70% that we're supposed to get here and what they said we were supposed to get, but I sure did get some beautiful pictures of the sun that is over my head. I can feel the change in temperature. It's kind of a little sting, a little chilly, and I can still see it's, because the sun is behind me, but that bluish, it's like a bluish tinge, right? But it is going. So this is what we got here. I love photographing the sun as my goodness, why am I losing that name? Right, I'll get it in a minute. Okay, but as he said, right, once you get a taste of sky, you will forever look up. And the taste of sky is so sweet, and the sun is so addictive. It is, if I don't get out in the sun every day and get and do my prayers um, and even when it's cloudy, the fact that it's daytime and it's lit is there. Wow. I can't really see. I'll have to go back and look at these when I go through. I'm on TikTok and this is my device camera. So I'll go back and look at it. Wow, did you see that? There was just a pulse. I don't know what that was, but there was just a pulse there. And thank you for joining, Alex. Thank you. And but the sun means I do videos. Look at that. Look, it just kind of got bigger, and then it's gonna. I do videos in the sun, and one of the things I've noticed. Wow, look at that. Looky, looky. Wow, maybe they were right. Maybe it's 1 o'clock and that's what's happening because it's crazy right now. Look. Yeah, it is. I see that, and that's cool. Now, that strobing, they get a lot of that in South America, the strobing. Look at the strobing there. So cool. That is so beautiful. And maybe, as I said, maybe they are correct in that 1 o'clock because it's 12:59. I feel another cool down in the temperature right now, and it is once again starting to get dark. One more time. So wow, kind of gets the last time. Look at that. Look at it pulsing. It's gonna do it again, but it's doing that pulsing thing. Look, wow, that is so cool. This excites me, guys. Okay, this is I'm like a little kid. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful watching it strobe like that, and I can feel it. I feel the sun, the heat on my I stand in the doorway and do like use the heat of the sun like on my back and shoulders and muscles. Uh, so that's gorgeous. Look at it strobing. It goes small and look. Oh, oh my goodness, that's so cool. Wow, that just excites me. It does. When you, there is, some people say fear, but I think it's reverence and awe, as my brother said. The original translation in Arabic is that when you see it and recognize it, the Christian Bible uses the word fear. But my brother he's a Muslim minister and he reads out of the Quran. And he said originally the word was Arabic. Wow, look at that. Look at that, so gorgeous. And that it means reverence or awe. And that's what I feel. It's like, right. When I look up and I see the beauty, there's the sun. That's where everything, all of our energy, the earth came from there, the moon came from there. The moon has no energy of no light of its own. Yes, I have on some really good sunglasses because I photograph in the sun a lot, so I keep them. I don't go out without them. Plus, I have some others, and so I keep them. I don't go out without them. Plus, I have some others, and my sister just called. I know she wanted to tell me about the eclipse. I will call her back because she's in Little Rock, and they are in the line of totality there. Schools were out, and everybody was getting together, and it feels like a holiday, doesn't it? It does feel like a holiday to me, and just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. It's strobing right now. Look at that. It's strobing. And that's what we got here in Denver. Look at the rays coming down from the sun. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this view. So beautiful. Of your sun. Your beautiful sun. Look at that. Yes, I am. Where are you, JC? I'm in Aurora. I'm out by Quincy Reservoir. Oh, thank you so much. It's for me too. I'm going to go back and look at this because I can't really see it. It's over my head, but I just always look at that. Oh my goodness. Are you up at Smoky Hill? We're on Smoky Hill. Okay, what is that up the street? Okay. I'm like around the corner. I'm off of Himalaya and Quincy. I'm 5 minutes from Quincy Reservoir. And I almost wanted to go up there and look because the reservoir is such a great place. They have it's sort of like a deck. We fish from that deck. And Smoky Hill and Arapahoe, I know exactly where you are. Yep, right where, okay, near the shopping center. Yes, we have to hook up and do some sun watching and some just especially out there at when Shannon's coming, and I just want to plan something just because she's coming and she's close and she's my sea star, so I want to plan something when she comes, and I can rent. I don't know about the deck, but hey, if we're out there, the people are so nice in this neighborhood. That's Quincy. I'm out there a lot photographing when my husband goes to fish, and we can. I use chair yoga, but you can take your mat, and the deck's so really nice out there. Quincy Reservoir has a beach that looks so much like California, and they have a center, and you can rent the center for birthday parties and for whatever you want, and we're landlocked, so it's the closest water, and Cherry Creek Reservoir, a little further away, is really great. But I'm like 5 minutes from Quincy and about 10-15 minutes further down Quincy, where the racetracks are and the archery and out east. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous here. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the halo around it. And excuse my hand once again. I'm holding it with both hands because I'm a little cold. Just so beautiful. I'm just stoked. I am just stoked. My husband goes, "What will the neighbors think you out there?" Because I'm out here meditating in the front yard and shooting the sun all day long, and they're used to it. Not that I care, but they love it. They're used to it. And I like to go over to their houses and to see what the sun looks like when it's pointing back this way. Go over to the other side of the street. Go over there and look over here. Right? Look at that. Wow, there goes another one. Wow. It's talking to us, guys. Look. It's pulsing. Whoa. That's beautiful. Someone asked me, they go, how do you read the clouds? How do you read the sun? You don't read it, you just feel. You just go with your feelings, and you can feel the heat coming from the sun, but more than that, you will get confirmations and you will feel such beauty, but you don't have to do anything. Look at that. Wow. It's strobing, it's going in and out and doing this thing. Whoa. Look at that, like it's talking to us. Whoa. I was talking to some of my fellow photographers, and I feel like the earth and the planets and the sun and all of that, there is consciousness in all of the planets, and we can communicate with them. And I watch a lot of ancient alien stuff too, but they've been coming down here for the longest time. Not down here necessarily, there's only here interdimensions. There are infinite dimensions. Stephen Hawking said 10. He said, oh, there's 10 or 11 dimensions right here. We just went from 3D, we skipped 4D, we're going into 5D. But there are many dimensions. Christ says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would not have told you. They're in your Father's house, within you and without, so many mansions. It's a circle, as Einstein says, is all connected. And we just ride the loop. Look at that. Wow. So gorgeous. If I sound like a little kid, it's because I feel like one, sitting out here playing in the sun. Do you remember when you were little and you were playing in the sun, and the sun was shining so brightly? It was like sparkling all around you, and you just loved being in the sun. You didn't care, and you ripped and you ran. A few years ago, that was my feeling. There was like a dim, like a cloud was over me. And more like 20 years ago, right? But that's a few at this age. And I put in a petition, and that's what I call it. I put my shit into God, when you put your request into God, that I wanted my life and my view of life to have the same sparkle it did when I was young and when everything was new. That's where I am now, because everything is so new and all over again. And there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing. I know you heard that. Nothing new under the sun. Thank you, Dr. Robin A. Jones, for the follow. Thank you so much. There's nothing. Oh, look. Just fantastic. I don't know if it's over. I don't. I'm usually online. And I didn't do Saturday, guys, because I knew I was coming on today. And as soon as this is over, I'll take a short break, and then I'll come back and do some violet flame. I normally don't do Monday. I do Tuesday. I will be on Tuesday night this week again. And just beautiful, gorgeous. Oh my goodness. We used to go, like I lived in Southern California. A lot of the rockets were launched out of Southern California, and my husband was in the military, so we used to chase we were like comet chasers. We would go out and lay out and watch them, and we used to go to all of the landings, and we would go to any of the launchings that we could go to, and there would just be so many people, out there with us doing the very same thing, like close encounters of the third kind. We'd be out there chasing, and there's so many star workers out there. Thank you, Terra Earth. Thank you. So many of us who see the wonders of this universe. Just so beautiful. So it's 11:11. It's 1:11. That is a beautiful time, and a beautiful time to receive some anointing. But that is a full anointing. Anytime I get those rays coming down like that over me, all of the colors, that is an anointing, and any energy cannot be bound by time or space, so that it's easy to send a thought. Thought travels 225 miles a second, and light and electricity travel about the same speed, 186,000 miles a second. So put together your thought, and look at that. Look at that. Look at the rays coming down from the sun. All of the colors of the rainbow. All the colors of the rainbow. And the colors have the energy signature. It's just so fantastic. Just so beautiful. I am so grateful to be able to do this with you guys today, even though I didn't get the full. There we go, another pulse. Watch it come back. Watch, it's going to come back big. And it's going to flare and it's moved just a bit just since there we go. Wow. It's moving over. Remember, it was over the tree when I first started. Thank you, Asia. Thank you so much. It was over the tree, and now it's over to the left of the tree, and I have another tree that I shoot over. Goes my neighbor, my other neighbor. I have another tree that I shoot the sun over, a favorite. I call it my as above, so below, because I get a shadow of the sun over that tree. And it comes down on the street, and I wonder, no, I couldn't do that because we're about over where my other tree is. Hey, Ari. Did you get many views? Are you getting views out there? Because, yeah, you guys should have it. Aries and Los Angeles. So they should have gotten it. It's just an hour or so earlier. And you guys aren't going to, because you're west of here. So you're not going to get quite as much as we got here. We were supposed to have 60%, but it's been like this, like just beautiful. And I've had the camera since 11:30, and it's almost 1:30, so almost 2 hours that we've been looking at it, and it's still just so beautiful. I've not done a live outside. Yeah, I did the last eclipse. I did. I got an anointing, and and it was over my head like this, except I was in the backyard, and I got the big eye-shaped disc of, I guess it's sort of a disc of the sun, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I think I may have gotten one similar just a few minutes ago, but they're so beautiful. I thought we were going to get more of a sliver here, but look, it's pulsing just a little. It got small, and then it's going to come back and flare, and just there, see, it's like pulsing just a little. There we go again. It's pulsing. Wow. There it goes again. Oh my goodness. That is so cool to have you guys witness that, because so often when I am witnessing this, I am alone. And so to share, I've had so much happen, and I'm grateful that a couple of the times that it's happened, I wasn't alone to let me know I wasn't going. Like, I did see a spacecraft one night, and I guess you could call it a spacecraft, a UFO. I watched it like disappear. It was interdimensional. I was there with my brother, and we both saw it, and we were like, whoa. And people were calling into the Weather Bureau. I saw a comet so close it turned my skin and my roommate's skin like green, and it was like kryptonite green. And I was up in the Pacheco Pass, and I'm glad she was with me then. I've seen a couple of spirits, and my sister was standing right beside me, and we saw it together, and just kind of freaked out. Just crazy stuff I've seen. And it's not crazy, it's just miraculous. It helps you to understand. Hey, Emoja, good morning, good afternoon. Helps you to understand the world, because God is real, but God is not a man. You are a creation. You are a man. God is light. God is love. When you feel love in your heart, that's how simple that is. Profound love in your heart and through your body, and light all around us, the light that is allowing us to see right now, the light that is coming from the sun, photoelectromagnetic energy. And quantum physics is saying we're going to have to think past photoelectromagnetic energy, quantum. And so we're starting to rethink things, but we do know that light does not need a medium to exist. Light exists in a vacuum. Sound does not. Sound has to be on this dimension. So when we talk about the word, the logos, I see it as light in this dimension. When light went from the vacuum into this dimension, it came in as sound, and that's how it appears in this dimension. And you can see how sound travels through water, picks it up. You can see the beautiful crystals. We are mostly water. Our bodies are close to 3/4 water. And so the moon controls our emotions and the flow of water and liquid and our humors in our body. And the sun is our biggest source of vitamin D. And I am seeing so many discrepancies on the sun in connection with melanin in the skin, which we'll be looking at starting a little bit more tomorrow. And understanding is going to help you understand the state of health in all of the countries. You'll start to understand, for instance, why cancer is one of the, it's not the number one killer. Number one killer is ischemic heart disease, heart attack. But cancers, I think it's number 2 or 3. I have to look it up again. It keeps changing. But cancer, for those people who are not in an area where their ancestors came from. So, for instance, Europeans in the United States have a high rate of cancer, and I'll tell you why. when we look at it again tomorrow. Has to do with the color of your skin, and which is now tied to the color of the earth where your ancestors came from. And that has a lot to do with how you process the sun's energy, how your body processes the sun's energy. That's all. I don't know what you said, dear. If ye desire, be ma blindly blessed, anchor from one word. Sounds good. So thank you. I don't know what you said though, but machisma, yes. Look at that. So beautiful. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, Lakeisha. Leslie, thank you for joining. I'm going to be getting off in just a few minutes. I hate to leave the sun. It's so beautiful right now. But the eclipse certainly is almost, it should be over here. I'm just sitting out. I still see some of the blue around it in the sky. It's behind me. So, wow, that was beautiful. I'll be here another 9 minutes. I came on at 11:30 our time, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm just basking in the rays. As you can see those colors coming down. Yes, yes, that's my body. You know, when I shared this, but I'll tell you one more time, when I first did the meditation, I learned the meditation to contact your guardian angel in your dreams. That was 40 something years ago. And in my dream, I was standing in the room where I was born. I was there with my mother and my sister, both of whom are gone, who are here. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Alpha, and Omega. So as I was standing in the room, I looked up and there was what looked to me like a bare light bulb in the ceiling. Well, I knew my mother didn't have a bare light bulb in that room. She didn't believe in bare light bulbs hanging down. We always had chandeliers or something. So I looked up at it in the dream, and when I looked up at it, it was like the sun with the halo, like pretty much like this, with the halo around it, and a big halo. But to me, it looked like the light bulb. So in my mind, because this was 40 something years ago, I wasn't photographing the sun. In my mind, it was a light bulb and a point of light. So for all those years, I thought that my guardian angel was just a point of light, like the beginning, and it communicated with me. And one day, since I've been photographing the sun, it was the day I got, it was Christ coming down on a cloud with 8 stars around it, and I share it from time to time. And as I was photographing, what Spirit said to me was, "Remember me." And I came in and I looked at it and I made the connection that what appeared to me in that dream all those years ago was the sun. And the sun was talking to me, communicating to me in my dream as my highest self, as my guardian. And so you know, looking at it even now, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? God loves us. God loves us all. God loves me. God loves you. God loves us all. Look at what He gives us to feed the plants and to warm our planet up and to reflect off of the moon to give us messages. And because that's what we see of the moon is a reflection of the sun off the moon's surface. Look at that again. That's so beautiful. It's pulsing again. Wow. It's beautiful. I haven't had this, wow, haven't had this much of a you see the rainbow lights coming all around it. Well, I don't always get those. That's a blessing. And I haven't had this much. I've been online here almost 2 hours, and I have not gotten that like that. Here comes my husband. He sees me sitting out in the yard. I hope. And sometimes I think, okay, would he be embarrassed if I was sitting here? You know, I'm the lady with all the wind chimes on the yard. I'll be out in the yard exercising, and I didn't this year, but for spring I have to go get gifts. I like to give gardening gifts to my neighbors, and I we give each other Christmas gifts, and so here he comes. That's beautiful. Let me see if he got shots, because he was on the golf course. So they should, and they get a really good view, quite a few miles away. Hey, honey.
I see the eclipse.
I know. I know. But I got beautiful views of the sun.
Did it pass
I'm
already?
yeah. I'm in Colorado. Yeah, it did. It did. It was supposed to be between 11:30 and no, between 12:30 and 1. And I haven't looked at it. I've been online. I'm doing it live. And it looks blue. I'm in Colorado. Regina, I'm in Colorado. So I'm going to go in. It is 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to sign off. And so thank you guys for joining. That was fun. That was like, we should have picnics, right? Picnic basket and sit out in the sun. Did you do that, Shannon? Did you guys bring a picnic basket and go out? Look at that. Again, it is still, when I get off, I know it's over my tree right now, because it's 1:30. So I know it's over my tree, which is over my left shoulder, just a little bit out of where the camera is. And I will get a fantastic shot of this over the tree, over the tree behind me to my left. Right now it's over my head. And it's not a Do you know, my husband just came in, Regina, and he was out on the golf course, and it was nice and open, and the first thing he said was, I didn't see any. He went, I didn't see any eclipse. And we were waiting here. I've been on since 11:30, and we were waiting here I got it on camera, and I did get it to where it sort of looked like an eye, like a really bright eye. But other than that, I did look at that. All right. That's an anointing, you guys. Even to see it on camera is an anointing. God bless you all. God keep you surrounded in the white light of divine protection. Always, always, always. May the Spirit go before you and make the crooked places straight, and may it be on either side of you like flanksmen to guard. I think of it as airbags on either side, and may it come up behind you like the dragon's tail to bless anyone in your wake. Spirit always has you, and no weapon formed against you is going to prosper, because all energy that is not aligned with your highest and greatest good, I'm rubber, you're glue, bounces off of me and sticks to you. So any energy that comes in, and keep a light heart. God has a sense of humor. Can't you tell? Look around. Look around. God has a wonderful, beautiful sense of humor. And our humors are the liquids in our body. So it's not just a play on word, but look up Hippocrates and the work that he did with the humors. He is the father of Western medicine, but the humors, the flow of energy through us. and it's all about flow and the liquids in our body and how they pick up the energy and how they keep this body clay, right? Not from dust you came, to dust you will return, but in between, we got the sun and the moon and some water and all this good old food and light to empower us and to come and heal us. So it's 1:30, guys. I hate to get off. This is addictive. This I could sit here, and sometimes I look at it in retrospect, and I go, "Hope I'm not boring people," because it's so exciting to me. But then when I look at it in retrospect, I go, "It's so quiet," and I hope that that doesn't bore you because it. Look at that, guys. One more time. Did you see it get really tiny? And not tiny, but it went back and then it did its little blast thing. You're welcome, Kari. You're welcome. Look at that. So beautiful. I do hate to leave, but it's afternoon and got a little bit of work. I'm going to come back in a little bit and let's do some violet flame. I just have to do some violet flame today, and I didn't get enough. My mouth was just going. As you could tell, I'm excited, and this did excite me. So I'll be back in a little bit. I, I, I can't promise what time, but I'm already ready, and I'm already ready to go on. I just got to go do some cooking, put some food on for my house, and then I'll be back to do. I got to do some violet flame heart hit hand. It just it just is so beautiful. Okay, so someone just answered my other group of friend. She's not on here, but I miss her so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Shannon. And Christine, I'm going to be shooting you a message in just a minute. And Betsy, if you're still on here. And everybody else, join us. This is a fun group. And coming up, so many things for us. And what is happening? Wow. Okay, so many things for us. There we go. I just had to turn. It just kind of went over just a bit. Okay, so share your pictures. Share with me, please. I want to see all of your pictures, and so beautiful. So have a lovely afternoon. I love you so much. I will be back within a few hours. Gonna go cook and eat and get ready for this evening. And then in between, while my food is cooking, I won't watch it cook. I will come in and do Violet Flame. So namaste. I love you so much. Where is it? I like to do this one. Can I get it? Where is my son? There you are. There we are. I love that. Look at that. That's so cool. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. You guys have a wonderful, magnificent Mindfulness Monday. Let this mind that was in Christ be in us now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you in just a minute.